Hello everyone, this video is all about how to create multiple intranets inside the same tenant using Valo Modern. So first of all, let's go to our Genesis file and see how the parameters file and the Genesis file can easily create a new instance of an intranet within an existing environment. So let's go to here, have my Visual Studio open, and I already have my parameters file here. So I'm using my own tenant, some IDs here, and basically here the only thing that is really important is the fact that I am using a specific -small Genesis file here. So why am I doing that? Just because I want to have another Genesis file. I'm using a URL prefix. In that case, it's going to be valo-customer. So in that case, you could create an instance per customer inside your own tenant. I will have different security perspective. It will have a different functionality deployed to it. So here, this is what I'm using. But let's go see what's different in that small environment. Actually here, not a lot is different. I have my settings here, my users that I'm going to use. I'm going to use also different themes, which basically are the same as are already deployed. And I got rid of some of the aspects like the apps. I got rid of the tenant storage properties. So basically, I'm just skimming this file to have just the basics of deploying a site. I don't need to have kind of a tenant thing, so I don't need to go everywhere. Something important here, I have a term group where I do specify that my Valo navigation will be this one here. So I'm saying that a Valo navigation -en-us-customer. So that customer or that environment will get its own term set where we will store the navigation information. Then the PnP templates that you want to deploy globally. And here I have a very, very simple environment, which is a hub with the title Valo customer, let's call it like that. And one subsite or one other site that is linked to it, which is the About Us. So that's basically it. So how do we actually install that? So the thing that we're going to do here, we are going to leverage this command here. So we're just going to use the execute Genesis, where we will use the Office 365 credential store key based on my Office 365 credentials. I'm going to specify a specific, in that case, a specific parameters file, but you could just use the out-of-the-box one so you don't have to specify it. I'm going to say -SharePoint-sites. And this is where it's just going to take care of deploying the sites that are required for this environment. So let me execute that. And let me stop talking, and we're just going to go through it, and we're going to kind of fast forward through all of those steps. So now that our deployment was done, let's go to SharePoint and see what is available in there. So let me pull in this one here. And here we see that we have our Valo customer site that was created that has some of the parts, some not. Why? Because we need to do two last things. The first thing we want to do, we'll want to go to our administration management. So we're going to go to our Valo admin site. And I'm already there, but I want to show you the way to it. So you can go to your Valo admin site, and now you should see a manage configuration tile here. Just click on that one. And now you will be able to use the navigation configuration. So basically here, we will attach a hub site to a specific navigation. So here, I'm going to do that. I'm going to select the Valo customer that we just created, and we're going to attach it to our Valo navigation customer. And we're going to update it. So basically here, we're kind of connecting. We're putting the glue all together to make sure that our hub site is attached to our navigation. Last thing that needs to be done, we're going here to our function application, and we get to our navigation builder timer, where we will run the navigation builder timer to execute a new construction of all of our navigations that exist in our tenant. So here, let me hit play here, and automatically we will see that the function just started, that it's running for the first hub site, that now it will be running soon for the second one. After that, it's going to be running for the third one, and afterwards it's going to run for the fourth one, which is the one that we just created. So now everything was done, everything was completed. If I'm going now to the home page of my customer site that I just created, and I hit enter, automatically I will see my logos, I will see my navigation options, my search options, my information messages, but also my navigation. Here my navigation is really simple because it was only one site. But if you had a bigger information architecture, you would see all of them. Something to keep in mind, if you want to create a new content, you can go to news, everything is already working, and you have the ability to see all the templates. Keep in mind that if your templates are already hub site scope, if you go to your templates, and by going to your templates, you go here, so that is the pages library of my Valo template site. And here you will see that my tenant is configured to have no hub site ID. So it's not scoped to a specific hub site. So please make sure that this is the setting, or if you want to scope it to the hub site, maybe you will want to do the following, get all of them, and now maybe copy to the current library and assign the right hub site ID to those. So that way they will be available, and now you will be able to create different templates based on the hub sites that you're using. Hope this was useful. Have a great day. Ciao.